Hi, and welcome to Book Impressions. In this episode, I will give you my impression of the book Commitment by T.K. Lee. It is a best friend's brother romance. It's in the Redemption series, Book 1. So it's obviously a series, and I see it says Book 1 of 4. So there are 4 books in this series. So let's look at this cover. As you can see, there's a woman in a white dress. Maybe it's her wedding dress. I don't know if I would have created a book cover with white on white. The first reason why is they always say book covers sell books. Well, if you were on Amazon scrolling books, I would think this white would kind of fade you out of not even paying attention to this book. But she looks like she has a readership, so she doesn't have to worry about that, since I can see in the ratings she's got many hundreds of ratings. So she obviously has a readership. This book has 340 pages, so it's a pretty good sized book for a book 1. And the only other thing I don't really particularly like about this cover is it's very, very busy. Meaning I see a title, I see the author. She wants us to know she's a USA Today best-selling author, which I don't have a problem with. We should be proud of those accomplishments. But then she goes on to give us a quote from the book, and we know it's Redemption number 1. And anyway, it just seems like a very busy cover. But like I say, she's got a readership, so you don't have to worry about whether her cover's going to pop out at somebody. Although, if you were looking for new readers, they might overlook it because it's so white. That's just something I would think about if I was this writer. But hey, as a reader, you might actually like it. But anyway, let's look at the blurb. Okay, it says, she's my sister's best friend. She thinks I've never noticed her. She couldn't be more wrong. Now I just need to prove it to her before she says I do. So I was right about this being a wedding dress. An emotional friends to lover journey that will leave you completely captivated. You know the phrase, the one who got away. Well, Brooklyn Tanner is mine, my worst mistake, my biggest regret, my one true love. But as much as I wish I could take back everything I've done to hurt her, the truth remains, I don't deserve her. That doesn't make our situation any easier, though. After all, she's my sister's best friend. Not to mention, she buried any animosity she held toward me and helped raise my 2 little girls when my ex split without a single glance back. But when I learned the man she'd been dating has proposed, I'm faced with a decision. Do I finally tell Brooklyn the reason I betrayed her trust all those years ago? Or do I watch her marry another man to protect her from suffering any more heartache? Commitment is the first book in the Redemption duet. Binge read this angst-filled second chance, best friend's brother romance today. And obviously they have all the other 4 books out there. You got Commitment, Redemption, Possession, Atonement. So interesting. But it looks like the first book is a free Kindle book. So I guess if you really like the book, you'd probably be willing to pay for the other book. Many times series will offer you the free book first just to see if they can pull you in and get you to buy the other ones. And as I said, T.K. Lee does have quite a few ratings, so she must have a readership built from this book. And let's see if she is traditionally published or self-published. So a lot being said here. Well, she doesn't talk about a publisher, so I have to assume this is a self-published book. But she found her readership, and that's all that matters, when you publish a book. But let's look at some of these ratings because she's got 4.1 star total out of 5. She has 54% 5 stars, 23% 4 star, 13% 3 star, 4% 2 star, and 6% 1 star. Interesting. Let's look at some of the headings under 5 stars. Okay. It says, 5 emotional stars. Must be an emotional book. All the feels. This book broke my heart over and over and over again. Okay, so if you like an emotional story, you'd love this one. So emotional, I loved it. Here's another person so emotional. Three's a crowd. Okay, let's look at some of the 4 stars. Okay, under 4 star, an angsty second chance romance full of all the feels. Okay, they agree also with the 5 stars that there are a lot of feelings going on in this book. Angsty but compelling. I guess they call it commitment because the book is called that. Drama. I like the drama. Can love conquer all? Here's somebody who wanted to give a 4.5 stars. He should have just went on to give a 5. A chance to make a choice that could change your life forever. Here's another 4.5 stars, so interesting. Let's look at 3 stars. These are usually the people who can't decide one way or the other on your book. Wish I'd have known. Makes me wonder if it has something to do with that series. You have to buy the next book to find out the end. There are some people who would rather just give free books. Although they need to understand that writers can't just work for free all the time. Cliffhanger, cliffhanger, okay. It misses the mark for me. Don't read this if you're expecting a standalone. Okay. Yeah, series always have these problems. Let's look at 2 stars. Boring. Love the sister, but who writes this crap? Pathetic. Hate to be continued books. Good start, but then cliffhanger, disappointing ending. Don't waste your time. It's a cliffhanger. Like I say, a lot of the ratings we're seeing has to do with it being a series. Okay, let's look at 1 star. Cliffhanger, another cliffhanger without warning. Actually, when people say without warning, I would have to disagree if they put book number 1 there. Now, unless they got the book and this wasn't there originally, and the author has since put it there. People just have to pay attention when they're taking that free book. A lot of times I can tell readers, that should be a clean giveaway to you. That if you see a book that's free, you need to really look at that book because there's a good chance that it's a series and you're going to have to buy the other ones. Not always, but a good portion of the time. Anyway, let's look at T.K. Lee's bookshelf and see if she's got a whole lot of books written or if this is just the first 4 books that she's ever written. Okay, well, I can see a lot of books by her. So let's go into her autobiography and look at her bookshelf. She looks like she writes a lot of romance novels. And romance is such a big thing, it probably works for her. Okay, here's a picture of T.K. Lee. I don't know if T.K. Lee is her real name. It could be a pen name. Sometimes pen names look like that. So it's hard to say. But I can see her books up above. She also has another book for free under Kindle called Dating Games. So that's kind of neat. Let's see what else she has. And we can see commitment. She's got some more here. Okay. And we have some like mind games, tangled games. Looks like another series that she's got if you want to check it out. And like I say, the first book is free. She also has a website. I can see her information here. She's got some books in series, some more here, Inferno. She's got a lot of books. She's a big-time writer. And she's writing self-publishing. She's got a lot. She's got some audiobooks too, I'm seeing. Interesting. It says about T.K. Lee. T.K. Lee is a USA Today best-selling author of over 24 titles. Okay, she's writing. Ranging from sexy and suspenseful to fun and flirty. Originally from New England, she now resides in sunny Southern California with her husband and beautiful daughter, special needs rescue dog, and 3 cats. When she's not planted in front of her laptop writing away, she can be found training for her next marathon, of which she has run over 20 full and far too many halves to recall, or chasing her toddler around the house. Now she talks about her one book, Tangled Games, the final book in her dating game series that I said was also free, is now available. He's the Future King, I'm a Nobody American. Sounds like another interesting book series. Will our love survive all the forces threatening to tear us apart? You can sign up for her newsletter at her website. It's here, www.tkleeauthor.com, mailing list, so you can always check that out. So that's interesting. I'm always fascinated when I find a self-published author who has been very busy writing. She obviously loves it. But anyway, what I will do is I will put Commitment down in the description, the link to it, and you can go check it out. And with all that in mind, this is Book Impressions. Until next time, signing off.